Good afternoon. There's a lot of dry, settled weather in the forecast this week, but I start with a rather soggy picture for those campers in Norfolk this morning. They are, or were, sitting under the remains of this cold weather front. But the reason for the settled weather, high pressure's building in, and it should stay to the southwest for much of the week. So yes, we still have a little bit of drizzly weather left, but looking across from the Great Orme towards the pier in Llandudno, there is plenty of sunshine following behind. You can see that on the satellite picture. You can also see a cluster of showers across the Highlands and Islands of Scotland, near gale force winds actually blowing for the Northern Isles. So much fresher feel here, but there's a little bit of sunshine in between, and very few showers are getting across the Grampians, just one or two drifting in the north coast of Northern Ireland, perhaps Cumbria later. But behind our weather front, once that drizzle dragging its heels finally clears from Kent and from Essex, should be a fine evening, but it will be tea time before it clears, and it's still relatively warm temperature wise, 3 or 4 degrees above average in the south today, but for many it feels fresher despite the sunshine, because we've changed our weather fronts and we've changed our wind direction. Now that means that overnight under the clearing skies it's going to be chillier, notably so in the south where we had the cloud last night, so down to 7 or 8. But in the north and west, we're starting to pick up that Atlantic breeze again, and more cloud coming in across the far northwest. So as we go into the new week, as I promised, it looks quite settled, but it won't be as mild as it was last week. It'll be a little bit cooler, both by day and by night. So we're introducing the risk of some grass frost by night as well. For Monday then, the fly in the ointment is this weather system bringing more rain to the Highlands, the Western Isles, probably keeping those brisk winds and showers for the Northern Isles and further south. Yes, there may be a little bit of patchy mist and fog, but not as much as we have seen in recent mornings. But even in the south with the sunshine, temperatures will be 3 or 4 degrees down on today. So we will also here in southern areas start to feel that fresher feel. So that's really the trend for the week ahead, with these weather fronts becoming weak as they slip southwards into that high pressure. So yes, cloudier skies starting to push across southern and western Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern England and central and eastern England too during Tuesday, brightening up with showers to the north and the brighter weather further south and west as well. But again, I think as we introduce more moisture on that weather front, we'll start to pick up a few more fog problems as we go through the week. So chilly start Tuesday morning. Then we see this weather front just pushing back eastwards across Scotland, so rather more cloud again across the far north, but high pressure's still with us, so a fairly decent day, although as I say, with more moisture around, there could well start to be a further fog problems in the mornings. As we take till mid-morning to clear that fog at this time of year, it could linger. Thursday, very similar day, morning issues with a touch of grass frost, a little bit of mist and fog, but this is a cold weather front, as you may have noticed, coming into the north of Scotland. So still realising temperatures into the teens ahead of that, but behind this, as the name would suggest, it's colder air coming right the way down from the Arctic. It's not going to last long, but it will bring a nip in the air later Thursday into Friday, perhaps starting with a grass frost in northern and eastern areas on Friday before the milder Atlantic air pushes back in. So I think really you can see from the charts for the week ahead, there's a lot of dry weather in there, probably quite a bit of cloud at times. And as we get towards the end of next weekend, it might start to turn more unsettled again. But we could have 6 or 7 days of quite settled autumnal weather. But watch out for some frost and some fog with time.
Strictly Come Dancing continues Saturday on BBC One and iPlayer.
Only on BBC iPlayer. There's all of your CBeebies favourites. From Number Blocks and Yakety to Hey Dougie, CBeebies entertains your little ones.
Let's go! There's so much to choose from.
Like nowhere else. CBeebies. Available now on BBC iPlayer.
Can you save the planet and save money?
You could save £5,000 on Fuel.
High fives.
Turn me into a vegan, you're on your bike.
We'd like to learn with you.
How much do you think we can save them?
Shop Well for the Planet starts Thursday at 8 on BBC One and iPlayer.
A celebration of faith through the joy of music now on BBC One. It's Songs of Praise with Claire McCollum.